Yay! We made it! Oh my God! You look really good! You look good! I like what you're wearing. Welcome to Bushwick Book Club. If you haven't been here before, it's where nerding out takes a very particular form. All 14 different artists of all kinds have read this book, MARILYN and Her Books. This one right here. And we're responding to it in new creative work of all kinds. I haven't seen most of it, so, you know, your guess is as good as mine. We don't know what's going to happen. We're in the unknown together again. All right. I have an address from the author. A lot of times we like to have the author here, but this time the author couldn't make it. She's in London, but she did send us this. She said, "Hello, New York from England. I am so honored that tonight's show has been inspired by MARILYN and her books, and I wish more than anything that I could be there. 2026 has been the year of MARILYN as we celebrate her centenary and continue to revise who she was and all her achievements. As well as a talented actor, she was an astute business person, a loyal friend, radical, political, forward-thinking, inclusive, and compassionate. Her extensive reading helped her to develop all these qualities, and understanding her literary life is crucial to understanding who she was as a woman. For everyone taking part tonight, thank you for reading my book and for being inspired. For everyone watching tonight, I hope you enjoy a deep, immersive, moving, and uplifting show. MARILYN once said, 'All I want is to be loved for myself and for my talent.' Tonight, her wish is granted." Oh. Very cool. And with that, I need to bring up Jennifer Blowdryer, who was our very first performer, because Jennifer's a writer, a performer, actor, but also a band leader, and she's got a gig tonight at the Parkside Lounge, which we're gonna miss, unfortunately, but she's got a book over there. She's supposed to be on stage at 7:30, but that's the kind of rock star she is. All right, Jennifer Blowdryer.
Thank you. This is a piece, it was in New York Press in 1990. I have the clipping over there. And they used to have the sex channel, Channel J. It's got nothing to do with Marilyn Monroe, who apparently, according to that book, had a, she made smart, acerbic comments, which you don't hear about that much, but she did. This is about Tracy Love. Tracy reminds me of someone, a brilliant transvestite who lives in Chicago. I'm happy for her. It's the way she throws out the words $15 a magazine, heroically and with belief. They made an entrance, spun around, and ran back downstairs. Those wording, Tracy's gonna be okay. Sort of. I sent her to Annie Sprinkle for a photo session interview. Annie got $3.50 a month for her Adam column, and we were all perpetually cycled through the last truly open forum in different hack erotica. Annie and I, we're safe people. We're arty and complicated, and we're in the middle of everything to varying degrees, and Tracy Love's been saved a few times by her instincts. She was in La Dolce Musto saying the same thing she always says. My mother says, can't I get a job where I don't have to take my clothes off? And I say, it's art, Mom. Tracy's attractive, sort of skinny, good tight body, face a little too Polish, wary, and textured for the blank girl beauty we prefer in our products. She married some guy in Delaware, but it didn't stick. And like a lot of confused people making a net break for it, she ended up in Florida go-go dancing. The only thing she ended up with was a new slant on a career and an anecdote about a Miami dolphin. He said I had nice tits. They told me he was a Miami dolphin. A Miami dolphin tried to pick up on me with a sense of self-preservation, the glamour of heavy metal, a body, maybe a face, and a tendency to quick nervous giggles rather than anger. Tracy hit Manhattan. She didn't end up on Times Square. I first saw her appear as the 970 Piss Girl on leased access cable, Channel J. The cheap video showed her large bags under her little eyes. She wiggled her thighs busily in pre-piss mode. Then she squinched her eyes shut, opened her mouth, especially her lower lip, with exaggerated emphasis of relief, as a loud tinkling sound played through the television. And she pissed on her boss, Dan Lander. The sheer outrageousness of this put her past someone with one hidden secret. It separated her from the scores of survivors and band singers, go-go dancing in dark bars all over the city, and Tracy was right there, about 15 times a night, not just naked, but peeing on television. Not just peeing on television, but looking enthusiastic about it. Throwing herself into the role with vigor and energy, opening her mouth and moaning, ah, like you have to when you have to look excited for porn. And we all did a little porn, by the way. Okay. I read a piece of hack erotica on Channel J on the air, and I saw a picture of it, and they had 970 twat, like across my chest as I read. Tracy's absolutely perfect for this sublime bread and butter viewing format. She'd be painted, tattooed, talk nervously about the kind of sex she liked, and it was kind of a straight job, and she seemed to have forsaken or never had a certain self-conscious American morality. And she even survived a recent appearance on the Howard Stern show, where the female guests were blatantly, showily abused. They all had to take their shirts off to enter the booth. 2 of them were hypnotized, and 1 of them was noisily spanked, and Tracy took her top off, but she hung in the background a little, and she eventually put her top back on. I was sort of disappointed. It wasn't what I expected. Sam Kinison was there, sucking on some girl's tits. This other girl was hypnotized to orgasm at every mention of the word babe. But Howard Stern's cute. He asked me to come in his TV show. He's really cute. And she's such an unrepentant, sharp, sweet vessel that an element of New York society could be said to live organically through her form. It's both hideous and suspenseful, and it even has an element of the joyful. I tell Tracy I'll go to this Mars night. It was a club called Mars at the Gatorade show, but I won't. It's a world of predatory corporate nightlife, events manufactured for flyers until there are enough flyers to create a novel. It wouldn't really matter if Tracy just stood there, the 970P girl, and smiled big and nervous in her carefully torn up jeans. I told the guy at the cleaners not to sew them back up. I had to rip them again, and wobbled silently. Brian Moran showed up. His bass player had music mixed in with audio highlights of Tracy's moments on leased access. And they all strutted around the crazy, numb intelligence bouncing around the Roman-themed cocktail party. Tracy got $250 for the show, which was probably 10 minutes long. And that's how it was, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Good night.
Jennifer Blowdryer. I have a feeling that if Marilyn was around now, Jennifer might be one of her favorite writers too. Thank you so much, and please welcome our next performer. It is, well, did you feel any joy during COVID when all that was going down? Because if you did, it might have been because of this person. This is Cloudy from Pinc Louds.
Higher just because of the piano. Thank you. I think that's good. Yeah. Hey everybody, how's it going? Does anybody know what a tautogram is? All right, good. That's what I'm here for. We're gonna learn. So a tautogram is writing a poem, story, whatever, where all the words start with the same letter. And I have been, I've been looking for a new job. Right now, my new job is writing tautograms. And nobody's paid me for it yet, but we're working on that part of the job. Oh yes, okay, yes, this is my first tautogram, professional tautogrammist job. I read the book and it inspired me to write this tautogram and also the song that I'm going to play right after. So here we go. The letter M. Midst muscle museums, morticians make martyrs. Monkeys mount marble-made marmalade mermaids. Miscalculate manatees, mangling moist memories. Modeling mud, measly muttering mandrills, manually milking malfunctioning members. Miniature men murdered Marilyn Monroe.
Wow. Beautiful.
Sometimes I wish I was all covered in tattoos that put me on display. You'd point and gawk and go away. Sometimes I wish I was a little more like you. It takes all of my strength to be this strange. It takes all of my strength to be this strange. It takes all of my strength to be this strange. It takes all of my strength to be this strange. It takes all of my strength to be this strange. Dreamt I was at work, a supermarket clerk, as happy as a clown, just hauling boxes up and down and hanging with the boys. Hey Charlie, fill my cup with joy, and I would never even think of making anything but rent. I just come Sometimes I wish I was a tiger in a zoo. You'd never see my stripes. They'd hide behind the bars. You put me in a state of bliss. I'll tear your heart to bits. don't you ever make me change. I love you, don't you ever make me change. I love you, but it hurts to be this strange. I love you, don't you ever make me change. It takes all of my strength to be this strange. It takes all of my strength to be this strange. It takes all of my strength to be this. Takes all of my strength. Takes all of my strength to be this strange.
I forgot to say, I have a book of potograms from A to H. If anybody's interested, they're over there in the merch section.
Yes, the Book of Totograms is there. Also some materials from Jennifer Blowdryer, and we also have a lot of other kinds of merch items, including something that Aldo's holding up. What is that? Oh, CD, Pinc Louds. All right, very good. Okay. That was Pinc Louds' very first Bushwick Book Club performance. I'm excited. And hopefully not the last. And this next performer, she's done Bushwick Book Club many times, and sometimes she's guest hosted, and we love anything from Penny Arcade. And so she couldn't be here today, but she sent this video. Let's see what it is.
For all the Norma Jeans. Some men take it all in stride, that stupid is what beauty hides. They frame desire as manipulation, won't accept their infatuation. Some girls have to change their name, some girls have to hide their pain. Some girls are a target all their lives. Norma Jean, where are you hiding? Lost in words, what are you finding? Books are your sacred space, not your body, not your face. If it's not one thing, then it's another. Absent father, crazy mother. Some women seek shelter all their lives. Some girls spend their whole life trying to find love and end up dying, empty as the day that they were born. Some girls have to take the blame for hatred that's brought on by fame. Some girls are a target all their lives. Norma Jean, where are you hiding? Lost in words, what are you finding? Books are your sacred space, not your body, not your face. Not your body, not your face. Not your body, not your face. Thank you.
Thanks, Penny. And our next performer, well, actually, Marilyn's here to host the book club. And I think she thinks it's an actual book club, but it's okay, you know. It's like enough of an actual kind of thing. But also, while we're getting set up, I want to tell you that we have One of the artists today is a perfumer, a natural perfumer, a scent artist, and her name is Irina Adam. And she will be wafting scents of Marilyn that evoke Marilyn, that she was either known to wear herself or to smell like on set. Like, have you ever heard of carbolic soap? Apparently, yeah, I had not, but apparently it's this very harsh soap that was used at that time, and she wanted to be clean for work, and so she'd show up on set like smelling like, I don't know. Well, we'll actually know later because it's going to be wafted, but and there are other smells like Chanel No. 5, of course, but also, did you know that she used to snack on carrots in bed? Yeah, while reading a book, apparently. So, you might smell a carrot or two. We could discuss it. It's a book club, after all. Let's see. Irina also has scent portraits that she brought with her. She's done other scent portraits of Kurt Cobain and Anita Barber, and those are on our merch table if you want to take a look later. But right now we've got Marilyn here, and I'm supposed to do some kind of a sound thing. So let me do that. It's all gonna work out. So everything's fine. Okay. All right, here we go.
Thanks everyone for coming to book club. Now, I know that today we decided to read The Magic Word by Robert Collier, but I also picked a bunch of poems too because poems save time. Okay, now this magic word, you all read it, right? Okay, so the magic word, LIDGTTFTATIM. Everyone, should we do it together? LIDGTTFTATIM. I figured it was best to break it into 4 because it's just easier that way, because it's 12 letters and it just made more sense. So remember, it's Lord, I do give thee thanks for the abundance that is mine. So let's try it again. Lord, I do give thee thanks for the abundance that is mine. It totally works, when you put out love, love comes back, and I just love this book so much. LIDGTTFTATIM. Is that my phone? LIDGTTFTATIM. It is my phone. Hello. It's Pat, the best publicist in the biz. Pat, I know. I still want to start the Marilyn Monroe Shakespeare Festival. Yeah, Ophelia just keeps coming to my dreams. Yes, I know. Okay, I have to go because I'm doing book club. Okay, bye. Okay, what was another book that I wanted to pull out? Yes. I was smoking. Oops. Okay. I just want to read this poem. It's one of my favorites. Never Give All the Heart. Do you guys know this one? I know that the book is The Magic Word, but there are magic words in every book. Okay. Never give all the heart, for love will hardly seem worth thinking of to passionate women if it seems certain, and they never dream that it fades out from kiss to kiss. For everything that is lovely is but a brief, dreamy, kind delight. Oh, never give the heart outright, for they, all smooth lips can say, have given their hearts up to the play. And who could play it well enough if deaf and dumb and blind with love? He that made this knows all the cost, for he gave all his heart and lost. Did you all get champagne? It's my favorite. Is that a camera? Oh. It's my favorite, is what I meant. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. Okay, where was I? Dylan Thomas, oh my God. That night, I mean, I sometimes think, what would happen if someone was playing night tennis when we crashed into the net? You know? He shouldn't have been driving in this condition. Oh. Letters to a Young Poet. I gave Joseph a copy of this on the set of All About Eve. Every now and then I just go into the Pickwick and just look around, and if something looks interesting, I buy it. I feel like this is so sad, but let's move on. Dorothy Parker, big blonde. It could have been about me. But when she wrote this, I was only 3, but we're still friends. Sometimes I just feel like Hazel Morse. I'm not allowed to have a bad day. Oh, the camera again. Is it my phone? Johnny. Hello. Well, isn't it just the best agent in the business? Well, I'm hosting book club, of course. How are... It's my agent, just drink amongst yourselves. Sorry, yeah. Well, I'm hosting book club. Yeah, I was just telling the book club. I was just telling you about that Oogler that Arthur loves to recount that story. Okay, wait, can you hold on? Okay. So this book, totally, this reminds me of this story when I was with Arthur before we were an item, and we went into some little bookstore and I bought his play, Death of a Salesman, and I also picked this up. And did I hang up on you? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm just telling we're in the book club. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I was flipping through and I start reading, and I see this guy, he's staring at me, you know, while I'm reading the E.E. Cummings, and so I started like overly mouthing the words. Can you hear me? Yeah, remember this story? Arthur loves to tell. Okay, so I start overly mouthing the words like this. Oh, you can't hear. Oh, okay. Okay, then I'll read it so you can also hear, but I'll like overly do it. Okay. Okay. Jimmy's got a goil. Jimmy's got a goil, and she certainly can shimmy. When you see her shake, when you see her shake and shimmy, how you wish that you was with Jimmy. Oh, for such a girl. Oh, for such a girl to be a twist and twirl. Talk about your Sal. Talk about your Salome's, but gimme Jimmy's gal. So, sorry. Yeah, I know. Something's got to give. No, not usually. Yeah, there's no reason to push one. Yeah, they can handle it. Okay, speak to him. Okay, till soon. So anyway, what happens is I'm mouthing the words, and Arthur is such a dummy. He didn't realize that I was sub-vocalizing on purpose. I'm not a baby. I know how to read. He didn't think I saw the guy beating off, but I did. That's why I was doing it. And Arthur got off on it too. So, there. That reminds me of that time. What other books do I have? I love this portrait. I love this Henri Cartier-Bresson. This book, he's taken some amazing pictures of me. Is that my phone? Hello? Oh, hello, Sam. How are you? I know. It's been too long. I wonder if Arthur took Henri's other book he gave me, The Decisive Moment. What? Oh, never mind. No, it's nothing. Well, of course. Of course I didn't forget. Of course, I was just doing a little book club and getting ready at the same time. You know, I woke up late, but of course I didn't forget about the photo shoot. I'm practically ready. Yes, darling. Well, the reason I wanted to do it later was because I felt like the later at night we did it, you know, the less ooglers we have, you know? Because we're gonna be in the subway and that's dangerous. Do you know what I mean? Okay. Well, I'll be there as soon as possible. I just have to wrap up the book club and put away the caviar. Okay, darling. I'll see you soon. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Shaw. I'm so sorry that I have to end this, but I forgot that I'm shooting tonight. We have a night shoot. I thought I finally had a day off, but I have a night shoot, and so I've got to run. I've got to run to the New York City subway, and then I'll probably be there all night, but I'm going to definitely read more when I get in. Thank you all so much for coming, and don't forget to keep reading about the magic word.
Thank you, Cary Curran. Cary is a performer, actor, singer, songwriter, also doula, also a massage therapist, so you want to ask her about all those things. Our next performer is Ellia Bisker. It's the return of Ellia. Ellia has over 60 songs written for Bushwick Book Club, and many of them have, oh, this is fun. Many of them have made it onto her recordings. She performs and records as Sweet Soubrette, and also you may know her from Charming Disaster. And this is her latest song about a book. Please welcome Ellia. No fan for Ellia.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Marilyn.
Stand on a spot of earth and call to the moon. In the evening light, reflections ripple from the swimming pool. Whisper of geranium perfume, as if it's only moments since she stepped out of the room. Bookshelves are as empty as the dress that, glimmering with gems, held the impression of her flesh. Sold to satisfy the public's lust, to own a little fragment of her shimmering dust. Look at the beauty and move on. Better turn the page, just a pretty face and a sad song. Pick up the phone, say goodnight and so long. Better turn the page, just a pretty face and a sad song. The greatest movie star you've ever seen. Some say she was murdered by the Hollywood machine. She wanted to come in out of the cold. $1,000 for a kiss and 50 cents for your soul. Look at the beauty and move on. Better turn the page, just a pretty face with a sad song. Pick up the phone, say goodnight and so long. Better turn the page, just a pretty face with a sad song. But the escape, hatch was in her own mouth, hidden between her lips. She slipped away from the cycle of suffering, booze and barbiturates. Kicked time in the face, underestimated for her intelligence. Was it a death wish or only her anguish? Made her so desolate, desolate, desolate. She radiates the only source of light. In photographs, she's captured like a hummingbird in flight. Her whirling loveliness will never fade. She's posing by the bookshelf in her lingerie. Look at the beauty, but move on. Better turn the page, just a pretty face with a sad song. Pick up the phone, say goodnight and so long. Better turn the page, just a pretty face with a sad song. Look at the beauty and move on. Better turn the page, just a pretty face with a sad song. Pick up the phone, say goodnight and so long. Better turn the page, just a pretty face with a sad song.
Ellia Bisker! Was that your first time performing with this bass? Okay, and her first time performing with that bass. I like when people try new things. All right. Speaking of new things, we have someone here, our next artist. It's John S. Hall. John S. Hall has performed at several of these Bushwick book clubs, but John S. Hall makes new things like, I don't know, every day, 5 new poems. 5 new poems every day. He's got a whole book of them. He's got books and books and books of them. I think we need to do one for a book club pretty soon, but we'll talk about that later. Please welcome John S. Hall.
Most of the poems I write these days get numbered. You know, I start at number 1 at the beginning of each year, and I usually get to about 2030. Been doing that. This is the 5th year of doing that, but I started 7 years ago in numbering poems. But this one doesn't have a number. I don't know why, it just doesn't. If I were to stand the books in my personal library against the books in Marilyn Monroe's personal library, I think I would lose almost every round. But I don't mind losing, especially to someone I consider to be not only a brilliant and very funny actress, but a brilliant mind as well. So here we go. Marilyn had The Fall by Albert Camus. I Have Fire and Blood Part 1 by George R.R. Martin. Marilyn had Science and Health with a Key to the Scriptures by Mary Baker Eddy. I have The Secret Teachings of All Ages by Manly Palmer Hall, and a lot of Aleister Crowley. French literature, she had Madame Bovary, the works of Rabelais, Nana by Zola, and several books by Proust. I have The Little Prince. She had The Story of a Novel by Thomas Wolfe. I've never heard of that, but now I want to write the novel of a story. She had From Russia with Love by Ian Fleming. I haven't read it, but I saw the film. She had The Last Temptation of Christ, but ditto. She had Sister Carrie by Theodore Dreiser. Well, I saw Carrie, which was based not on Dreiser, but on a Stephen King book that I also haven't read. Ulysses by Joyce. Fuck no, but I did see The Odyssey. She had The Open Mind, but by J. Robert Oppenheimer. I saw Oppenheimer. She had On the Road. Ding, ding, ding. I have read On the Road. I've read it twice. What do I win? She had Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison, which I've also read. I even read his Juneteenth, but to be fair, it was published after Marilyn died. It was even published after Ellison died. She had Huck Finn, which I've read, and The Little Engine That Could, which I've read, but I prefer the Michael O'Donoghue parody where the train gets a heart attack and dies. She had The Assistant by Malamud. I have his complete stories, which if I had read would be 1 point for me, but I haven't read it, so I guess it's a draw. She had plays by O'Neill, Shaw, Tennessee Williams, and Sean O'Casey. I don't own any plays except Shakespeare. It's odd that Marilyn is not listed as having the complete works of Shakespeare. Maybe she lent it to somebody. She had a few books by Freud and a few about Freud. I've never read Freud, and I have nothing by or about him, but I did name one of my albums after his book, The Psychopathology of Everyday Life. She also had a book about Jean Dubuffet, and my first album, Fluting on the Hook, is named after a Dubuffet painting. But she didn't have a lot of art books. I have more art books than Marilyn Monroe had. But maybe this means that she preferred reading to looking at pictures, so I guess she wins that round too. She had Plato, Aristotle, Aristophanes, Lucretius, and Mythology by Edith Hamilton. Did I mention that I just saw the Odyssey? She had The Roots of American Communism by Theodore Draper, A Socialist Faith by Norman Thomas, and Das Kapital. I just last night subscribed to Jacobin, a socialist magazine. I haven't read any of it yet. She had a book called Sexual Impotence in the Male, which I think was quite sporting of her. I used to have Our Bodies Ourselves, but I don't know what I did with it. To truly concede my point, let me mention that I have an embarrassing number of Dune sequels. Not just the ones by Frank Herbert, which are arguably good, but also the ones by his son Brian Herbert, which suck, and which I've read not ironically, but because I couldn't help myself. None of the Dune books existed in Marilyn's lifetime, but I can't imagine her ever owning or reading them. She had no science fiction on her shelves. I have so much science fiction on my shelves. I'm going to stop here. I'd like to say that this exercise has truly inspired me. I'd like to say that this exercise has truly inspired me to go out and get some great books and read them. Proust, Dostoevsky, Chekhov, Turgenev, Zola, Molière, and while I'm at it, Milton, Dante, Virginia Woolf, the Brontes, Emily Dickinson, Ovid, Gilgamesh, Beowulf, and so on. Basically, I've got to read more books. If only there was like a club where people agreed to read a book and then create something inspired by that book. That would be a real good thing. And it would be good if one of the books was a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms by George R.R. Martin, because I think that I have that book and I'd like to read it soon. Thank you.
George R.R. Martin night. All right. I like this competition between John and Marilyn. Who's going to win? I don't know. It's this neck and neck. But right now, we're going to have to take a short break, and we can talk to John about his competition. It's about 10-minute intermission we're going to have. And meanwhile, you can also talk to Irina about the scents she's creating. Did you get a little whiff? Did you get a little whiff of Marilyn? I did when I was sitting there. And we're going to come back and have more show. All right, thanks. We got show part 2. Ed and I are going to start off this part of the night. We wrote a song. And I'll just tell you now that it starts out with online insults that were made as comments to this particular photo. It was weird how people really got all up in arms about Marilyn reading Ulysses. So these are pretty much straight from those insults. We're going to start with that, but then also you need to know the term gooner. Do you know that term? I'm sorry if you know that term. Yeah. But yeah, right. Yeah. This gentleman's gonna, demonstrate for us. But he's got the motions down. I don't know. But gooner is a term for someone who masturbates, and particularly in a Dollar Tree. This is a phenomenon. This has been happening. I don't know if you know this, but it's like you're just trying to, live and get a deal, and then like some dude is just jerking off and will ejaculate on you, like too, and be filming it for like streaming purposes and stuff. So there you go, gooner, and all right, we'll just try this. Slag heap. Can she even read? Piece of ass. She's pretending to read. Drugged up whore. Staged as fuck. What lips? Posing with the book. If she could just lose some weight, can she even read? No way she read more than Yeats, or even as much as she knew 9 of the words. Staged as fuck. If she could just
some weight.
Maybe she made a pact with the devil? But lots of people made pacts with the devil / Hollywood. They were allowed more leeway. She did all that wiggling. They didn't give her any wiggle room in her persona to be a person, for change or growth or just being a fucking person. There was too much money in Marilyn being stupid. There was so much ka-ching in the wiggle. They weren't going to risk losing it to Dostoevsky. Lauren Bacall was allowed to read. Elizabeth Taylor had a pedigree. Audrey Hepburn said her favorite thing was to read. Greta Garbo spoke 3 languages. Could she read? You bet. Barbara Stanwyck could read you under the table. Betty Grable was allowed to read, but only magazines. Veronica Lake, she was allowed, actually I don't know, but she did write a memoir where she recounts a Hollywood casting director laying his semi-erect, mostly flaccid penis out on his desk. She threw a book at it. She says it was a dictionary. She liked books. That the balance of joy could have tipped so that the joy was louder than the despair. The despair has the unfair advantage of being fed by the meanness of the world. But if they could have just held on to the cord, to the escape hatch that opens up emergency joy reserves or just opens up to curiosity, they could have held on to their ongoing, even if it was just to open a book they hadn't started yet. Why didn't her books save her? Her library must not have been good enough. Her library should have tried harder. She carried all those books around to each of the 37 different apartments throughout her whole life. They could have loved her back. Better fucking books. I know, you're gonna say it's not the book's fault. It's the people who failed her. But we all know that about people already. We suck. Books can and should be better. If they were, maybe we'd still have Marilyn today. I mean, maybe not today because 100's pretty old. But who knows, maybe. Look at Eva Marie Saint. She's 102, still kicking, a blonde. I bet she reads.
Marilyn in the bookstore aisle, reading poetry. Caught the eye of a gentleman who lost control, so he masturbated in the store as she mouthed the words to E.E. Cummings. I bet she dealt with shit like that and worse all the time. Turds all the time. That was Marilyn and the Proto-Gooner. That was Marilyn and the Proto-Gooner. Would that the world not be so mean? When we're more than what they want us to be. We do what we can to be happy and hope it's enough. It's enough to keep us ongoing, to keep us ongoing, to keep us ongoing, going and going and going and
Thanks.
We're called Parody of Art. This is Ed Pastor reading.
We wrote that song together. Okay, you guys. Please welcome our next performer. It's Chase Horseman. The very glamorous, deep, multi-talented, multifaceted, and now finally living in New York City from Kansas, did the move right here, right now, Chase Horseman. Okay, during the setup, I'm going to take a moment to bring attention to some of the bookmarks that we had made. There are special giveaways for this show only. It's a limited edition bookmark. It has quotes from the different artists, 5 of them, like new thoughts that they had while creating for this show. So we have quotes from Penny, Jennifer Blowdryer, Lynnea Villanova, Irina Adam, and myself. And so pick one up when you get a chance. And also, there was another thing. Do you ever blank on stage? It happens to me all the time. It's like there's something. I don't remember anything actually. I'm blanking more. It's like you think you blanked and then I'm blanking harder now. Luckily, Chase is ready.
So we actually heard Marilyn read this poem herself earlier, and I just happened to set it to music, and so this is Never Give All Up.
working on a recording, so we'll have to find out when that's going to be released and come out for the album release thing. I don't need these. I don't need these, because you know what? Ray's an old friend of mine, and we're excited that he can be here. I'm always excited if he's anywhere, and sometimes, you know, we've even done things like get lunch together. Really, it's true. It's for real. We actually did it. Please welcome the legend, Ray Brown.
Hey, everybody. No, I have to mic it. For most of my adult life, I worked in textiles. I know this has nothing to do with Marilyn Monroe, but at textile trade shows, so we'd build a show for 3 months, and then have 3 months off, and then come back and tear the show down. There was a 40,000 square foot showroom in Rockefeller Center. And if you see a man pushing a dumpster full of debris out of a building, that was me. And one year we had the Star Wars license. And so Lucasfilm sent us like a 7-foot Darth Vader. I don't have much of a song. So they sent us a 7-foot Darth Vader and a bunch of stormtroopers and a Jar Jar Binks. And at the end of the show, we threw all of them in the dumpster, which was stupid. But one of my we built a Star Wars theater. We had like a 20-foot Death Star above the audience. We had a full concession stand, and everything was free. While we were building that, one of my coworkers said, "Do y'all want to go see the Marilyn Monroe auction at Christie's on our lunch hour?" And we all said yes. So we walked over there, a group of us, and when I had never been to a Christie's auction, and I don't think anyone had been, and we got there, and we were like, this is kind of fucked up. This feels really like a violation. It was like, it wasn't what we expected. And then we went back to work. I saw there's Marilyn's shoes. She walked around this world in those. There's her pots and pans. I thought they were dirty, but they were just used. I saw Marilyn's books on my lunch hour 27 years ago. Everything as it was left. And makeup and hats and candlesticks and receipts. And there's the dress she wore on a night that's so remembered. How was the cab ride home? I saw Marilyn's books on my lunch hour 27 years ago. And I would like to see where a person spends $6,000 on an empty pill bottle displays that in their house. And goodbye, Norma Jean. That was the weirdest garage sale I've ever seen.
Yeah, Ray Brown! All right, our next performer, this is his first time joining us for Bushwick Book Club. Please welcome comedian, writer, clown, Josiah Parks.
Woo!
I really should have brought my orchestra. I hope the world saw you. And then it's like a big string part, and then it goes like. Like you saw yourself. Shh. Are you weary? Earlier I was talking about there's this guy that came over here that, I don't know, he was like kind of acting weird, and I don't really know why he was acting weird, and it was, okay, so this part, I should explain this. This was like the first time I ever went to an opera. It was like a couple of weeks ago. It was the first time I could ever afford to go to an opera. And I was so excited, and I bought the ticket, these like super expensive tickets, and I sat down, and it was like 3 hours long, and literally the whole time, somebody's fucking phone was like blaring inside of their purse, and she was like old or deaf or whatever, and she didn't remember it, or she just didn't like acknowledge it. And then everyone in the audience was like, shh. And then she was like, it's like a very like high, eerie sort of like. So this part, this half of the, it's like a. You can do that, yeah, and then it's like a no, yeah. And then there's like a. And then imagine like 10 or 15 dancers all dressed, like 10, 15 dancers all dressed like Marilyn Monroe, and they all come out and they're doing like this like creepy fucking Buto thing, and they're all coming and they're like, kind of like tweaking their hair like that. Actually, it might look better if you can. Sonic, can you do like a Buto like dance thing? Can you do that? Never mind. Don't worry about it. And then it's like oh yeah, and then the rhythm section, they're going fucking wild at this point. And then it's like there's like 4 or 5 timpanis, and it's like a
reenactment of the opera. All right. Please welcome our next performer. Dora Graham is here, and this is Dora's second time with us, and Dora is a performer of all kinds. And I was thinking about you the other day, and I'm like, Dora's like creative water. She'll always find the creative need and go there and fill it. And please welcome Dora. We're lucky to have her before she heads off to Europe and does all kinds of amazing shit over there. final performance. This is a collaboration between Karen Zasloff and Oksana Horban, Lynnea Villanova, and Jeannie Fry. And I'd just like to thank Howell for having us here, and I'd like to thank everyone who performed today, and I remember the thing that I forgot last time, and it was just a series of surprises, which was like, surprise, Marilyn's a person. Surprise, she liked Joyce. Surprise, she read a lot of Freud. Surprise, she was a Jew. And that was my bit. Okay. All right.
Just a poem. A curiosity. Foundering under false friends, teachers, following self-fulfilling fallacy filaments, fish for what they think it takes to reel in a feeling. As cool projectors blow techniques, smoke up the billowy screen shim dress, she shimmers, simmers, sparks curiosity, buoyed up by analysis, movement, and feeling moved. Bibliomanced into brain escapes, where a bright bullshit discriminator works better for the page. She removes their mirage motivations, exposing uncrushed curiosity, innately knowing, feeling, flowing. Disastrous didactics douse our self-sophic curio, sadly separated from innate inner divinity.
Between the lines, stories you made, imprint in our minds. We read you wrong. All romance and style, unintended consequences of wearing a disguise.
Thanks for being with us here in the dark as we look at Marilyn without our eyes. And I'd love to bring all of the performers back up here. Lynnea, please stay. We're going to do our group hug ritual, and the author couldn't be here today. So, Cary, do you mind standing in for the author since you're our resident Marilyn? Okay. All right. And we have like this is an actual hug. Is it an actual?
Okay.